Okay, what is the average atomic mass of neon? And we're given the following information. We're given that neon has 3 isotopes, neon 20, with an isotopic mass of 19.992 atomic mass units, neon 21, with an isotopic mass of 20.993 atomic mass units, and neon 22, with an isotopic mass of 21.991 AMUs. We're also given the fraction of neon 20, 90.51, and the fraction of neon 21, 0.27. Now, if we want the average atomic mass and we want to cheat, we could simply go over to the periodic table and we could quickly see that the value is 20.179 AMUs. And this is the mass of each isotope times the fraction of that isotope. This number has 5 sig figs. We know this number has 4 sig figs. This number has 2 sig figs. So we're going to have to figure out what is the correct answer to the correct number of sig figs from our data. Now the next thing we know is that the sum of the percentages equals 100%. Okay? So we know we were given 2 of these, we weren't given the third, but we know that they add up to 100%. So I could take 100, and this is an exact number, okay? Subtract this number and subtract this number, and I get 9.22% of the neon 22, and these are all known to the hundredths position. Okay, this is an exact number. Now, what we want to do is we want to multiply each of these masses by its fraction. So I'm going to go over here and put down the fraction of each of these, which is simply the percentage divided by 100. And I'll call the fraction of neon 20x, which is equal to 0.9051. And I'll call the fraction of neon 21 as y, which is equal to 0.0027. And I'll call the fraction of neon 22z, which is equal to 0.0922. Now note, this number has 4 sig figs, this number has 2 sig figs, this number has 3 sig figs. So the fraction of neon 21 times the mass of neon 20, plus the fraction of neon 21 times the mass of neon 21, plus the fraction and I should make this mass larger. It's the mass of that. The fraction of neon 22 times the mass of neon 22 is equal to the average, which should equal 20.179. So I now plug in my numbers, and I get 0.9051 times 19.992. And I add to this 0.0027 times 20.993. And I add to this 0.0922 times 21.991. And this is equal to the average mass. Now this number becomes 18.095. I've written this to 5 sig figs, realize the answer has only 4. This number is equal to 0.0567. I've written it to 3 sig figs because this number only has 2, so I want this to be bigger than this. And this number has is equal to 2.028. Okay, and when I add these, now I have to line up the zeros, okay, in order to do this. So I'm going to line these up, and I have an 18.095, a 0.0567, a 2.028, and this number is known to this position. This number is known to this position, this number is known to this position, because this number has 4 sig figs, this number has 2, and this number has 3. So my final answer is dictated by these 2 digits, and I get 20, let me write this correctly, 20.18. This was a 179, but it rounded up to 18. And so the correct answer from this data is 20.18.